I was stuck in a train crossing the other day, and just this endless stream of colorful metal boxes went by. And I had this little moment where I realized those aren't just boxes. They're like the invisible blood cells of our entire global economy.
That's a great way to put it. We're talking about the intermodal container today. And you're right, that simple steel crate is basically the invisible operating system for, well, for everything.
It's just wild to think about. Before this, loading a ship was, what, like a giant messy game of Tetris?
Oh, absolutely. Sacks, barrels, loose cargo. It could take weeks. Now it's a matter of hours.
An incredible leap in efficiency. And, speaking of efficiency, that actually brings us to our sponsor.
Right. Embersilk. If you're looking to bring that kind of efficiency to your own work, whether it's through AI, automation, or software development, they're the ones to talk to.
For sure. Check out embersilk.com to see where agents can make a real impact for your business, or even just for your personal life. It's all about that smart integration.
And smart integration is exactly what the shipping world was missing for centuries.
Complete lack of it. And the history is so fascinating because it wasn't just one single aha moment.
Not at all.
You had guys in the 1700s like James Brindley in England moving coal in these special boats. And then the U.S. Army had their Connex boxes during the Korean War.
Yeah, lots of people had the idea of putting things in a box, but they all missed the most critical part.
Which was?
It's not about the box. It's about how the box connects to everything else. If your container can't lock onto a truck just as easily as it locks onto a ship or a train, you haven't solved the problem. You've just moved the bottleneck.
Right. Okay, so that brings us to the 1950s, and to the guy who gets most of the credit, the trucking magnate Malcolm McLean.
McLean had the vision, absolutely. But the engineer who actually made it all work was a man named Keith Tantlinger.
Ah, yes, Tantlinger. He's the one who designed the locking mechanism, the corner castings.
Exactly. And the twist lock. It's a brilliantly simple piece of engineering. It's just a small rotating cone that slots into the corner of the container and locks it in place.
No ropes, no nets, no extra labor.
None. And because of that simple mechanism, you can stack them.
How high can they go?
On the newest ships, up to 21 units high. And they become one single, solid structural block.
That's incredible. But that only works if every single box is identical.
That's the other piece of the puzzle. The ISO standards that were set between 1968 and 1970, the whole world had to agree on the exact size and shape.
And that's where we get the TEU from, the 20-foot equivalent unit.
The universal measurement of cargo.
Yeah.
90% of all the world's non-bulk cargo now travels this way.
I loved this part of the research, though, the little regional quirks. Because not everyone plays by the exact same rules.
You're talking about the European containers?
The pallet wides. It makes so much sense. Their wooden pallets are a little bit wider than ours, so they made their boxes a few inches wider to match.
It all comes down to efficiency. You don't want to be shipping empty air.
And then there's my favorite example, Canada.
Oh, yeah.
Canadian Tire and the Canadian Pacific Railway use these massive 60-foot containers.
Because they're moving things like hockey sticks and patio furniture, bulky but very light. So you want the biggest, lightest box you can get.
So even with the standard, there's still room for innovation. But for the most part, the 40-foot high cube is the real workhorse now.
It is. It makes up the majority of the global fleet.
And these things are just built to last, aren't they? They use that special Corten steel.
That's right, weathering steel. It actually forms a stable, rust-like layer on the outside that protects the metal underneath, which is why they have such a long second life.
Cargo texture. I love that word. We see them as, pop-up shops or even homes, but some of the uses are so high impact. Mobile operating theaters for the military, for example.
Or portable water treatment systems for disaster zones. That modular design that makes them perfect for shipping also makes them perfect for, building anything quickly. It connects the world in more ways than just trade.
It really changes how you see things. So here's a thought for you to take away. Just look around whatever room you're in right now. Your coffee mug, your laptop, the shoes you're wearing.
Yeah.
Almost everything you own that was manufactured somewhere else.
Spent weeks inside one of those dark steel boxes crossing an ocean.
We're all connected by that invisible steel thread.
A pretty amazing thought.
If you enjoyed this deep dive, please subscribe to the show. Hey, leave us a 5-star review if you can. It really does help get the word out. Thanks for tuning in.